We go to the province of Limpopo to get the latest developments. Our SABC News reporter Katlego Nyoni is there in the Waterberg District Municipality. Katlego, what have you seen thus far?
Good afternoon, Tabiso. Now, community members at Ga-Chokoe Village, which is situated between the town of Mokopane as well as further towns like Lephalale, the N11 connecting this particular town, it's struggling with service delivery. So now community members at Ga-Chokoe have cited service delivery concerns or a lack thereof for their reason to Tabiso boycott the final voter registration weekend. We are currently at Mahlora Primary School situated in Ga-Chokoe, where of course we understand according to the IEC in the province, since the voting registration station Tabiso opened yesterday, not a single individual from the community of Ga-Chokoe came to get registered for the upcoming local government elections on the 4th of November. Of course, their main issue there being service delivery. Now, this follows a community meeting which was conducted before the final phase of the registration weekend by the Independent Electoral Commission. Officials tell us that also today there has not been a single individual who has come to this particular voting center, this registration station, to come and register and or verify their registration details. Now, we understand that community members have urged local residents not to participate in this registration weekend and that no one is allowed to visit Mahlora Primary School, which is where we are currently reporting from. And we are going to certainly, Tabiso, also engage the community leaders. However, we are not able to do that at this particular venue as they have issued out an instruction to local community members that they must not come to this particular voting and registration station. Now, the main reason for their concern, Tabiso, is around issues of demarcation. Now, this is Ward 6. Now, they say that they were not consulted when their ward, when it was then placed under Ward 3. They say that that decision to move and relocate their ward in terms of the borders for voting as well as this area in general that governs the wards, they were not consulted during that particular process from moving their ward, which was under Ward 3 to now Ward 6. So they are unhappy about that. Tabiso?
Yeah, very serious story this. I mean, isn't it illegal? I suppose, where are political party leaders in that particular area? And is the IEC aware of this? Have they made attempts perhaps to engage members of the community? Because issues around demarcation and registering to vote are two separate issues.
Absolutely. The Independent Electoral Commission in the province is fully aware of this particular situation. In fact, they confirmed to us that they are going to then also try and send some of the employees from the IEC in the province to come and have a discussion with some of the local leaders in an attempt, of course, to try and establish and ascertain as to what could be the driving forces behind this reason to encourage community members not to come and register. And of course, this area is fairly far-flung, sort of almost remote. Some of the roads leading into Ga-Chokoe are not accessible. We ourselves, as the SABC news crew, were unable to earlier proceed through via one of the arterial gravel routes that lead to this area because a bridge had collapsed. Now, these community members, the leaders in this particular area, have cited that service delivery as well as the unwillingness by authorities to engage them and provide a reason to them as to why then their ward was demarcated elsewhere ahead of the local government elections. So they have certainly voiced their unhappiness regarding that particular decision, and this particular voting station has not seen a single person come and register. When voting stations closed yesterday at 5 p.m., the officials here had not captured anyone The same with today. Now it's 1 p.m. and they tell us that not even a single soul has come to this particular school at Mahlora to come and register. Tabiso?
Yeah, well, that's Katlego Nyoni there in Limpopo. And yeah, sorry for you, my brother, because you are covering silence because I suppose you can't even speak to the IEC officials. But thank you so much for bringing us this particular story.